Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, I'm Cyclone. It's time for more Let's Play Train Simulator Classic. The second of the two scenarios we're going to do on this little weekend series here, Mainline Freight. I've been thinking about whether to do the third one tomorrow, but I kind of don't want to rush these because I am kind of doing these at the last minute. Again, having not been able to plan for what to do this week in a good amount of time. So we're just going to go ahead and do the two scenarios here. I'm not going to try to rush this. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave scenario number 8 and other stuff on here for another time. I want to do scenario number 8 and a workshop scenario that I still have yet to add. I still have to actually look up again what train that is. I said that last time. I'm kind of repeating myself now because I'm doing this scenario on the same day as that one, playing-wise. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get ready for scenario number 7 right now. Mainline freight. An important order requires you to operate a daytime freight service, sharing the main line with passenger traffic. That's unusual. Head north, behind the morning silver meteor, paying close attention to signaling. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see how this is going to go. 9 o'clock on a sunny, clear autumn morning. Let's take a look. You are already coupled up and your freight cars have been checked. Continue on to the main line for the next stop signal. You may notice, by the way, I skipped the introduction text on this scenario. The reason for that is because it matches exactly what I said on the main menu, as far as I can tell. So I didn't feel like repeating that. So you just got a nice cinematic this time around. Let's bring the information up on the HUD and let's get ourselves going. We've been told to expect a stop signal. So we're going to put the reverser up first. So we're just going to go very slowly until we know what is going on up ahead. We're going to have trouble moving slowly until we know what's going on up ahead. Okay, let's put some more throttle on. Ten will do. Well, 9 will do as well. So let's take a quick look at our itinerary because this is going to be interesting. And I'll do this from on top of the train for reasons. So our first task is right there. We're going to pull up to Cypress Creek Stone Lead. We have to go via, which means we have to go above 1 mile per hour. Well, we've accomplished that 9 times. We're going to continue to Northwest 13th Main 2, which is a little less than 2 miles away now, but it's going to seem like a long distance here. We're going to continue to Deerfield Beach Main 2, which is a little further away. Going to continue via Boca Raton and then up to Delray Beach Industry. We have to be there 16.5 miles away by 9:29. If I hide the information here, you're going to see we're going to come along a signal very, very shortly. That signal is going to give us instructions to either continue or stop. Most likely, because we do have expectation of red signal. The daily northbound silver meteor is scheduled to pass through soon. Once it is passed, follow it north as signals allow. And you can see we have a yellow signal there, so a very, very quick look at the advertising for those who are not hungry yet. That's a car. That's a burger. And that's fish. Who's hungry? There's the silver meteor. We can pass this yellow, so we're going to have to wait for this train to clear a large number of blocks up ahead before we can actually do anything here. So since we did see a yellow signal, we do now expect a red. So that I don't waste my brakes, I'm going to go ahead and use my throttle to power against the train a little bit here. Illegal as this probably is to do in real life, I'm not stupid enough to waste my air brakes in this kind of situation. So there we go. I don't want to do that or that. Back up to forward, please. 6 will do. Hi, everyone. There. That's my way of saying hi and sorry for the inconvenience. I know you're going to be annoyed with me today. Because this is a long, long train. You just had to wait for a passenger train, and now you got to watch me trudge by. Got to be super annoying watching this 28-car train going by. My mirror is niched out on the on the right side, as you can see. So let's zoom in a little bit. I remember I do that at the beginning. I didn't do it now. Yeah. So let's just zoom in a little further here if we can. Let's keep an eye on this signal up ahead because it's going to be the very interesting part of our day right here. This red signal. Very, very interesting part of the day. We're still a tenth of a mile away from the signal, but it seems a lot closer when you realize how this train breaks. It seems a lot closer. Look at that green car over there. Don't see a lot of those, do you? And for those of you who actually have a green car, I'm accepting you. I'm saying everyone else, we don't see a lot of those. Okay, so we're going to do this properly at this point. We're going to, for your purpose, I'm going to keep an eye on what time we actually have to work with for this scenario, should you ever want to play this scenario. It should be soon. I'm going to have to hit the brakes in a second. In fact, I'm going to start doing it now. I'm just going to wait here. I'm getting a small amount of movement because we are on a slight gradient. I'm actually going in the wrong direction, aren't I? Am I going in reverse? No, I'm going forward. I didn't want to do that. Well, this is getting interesting, guys. I should have left the brake on. My fault. Let's hope I don't pass the signal in the meantime, but at least I'm edging very, very close to the signal, which is good enough. And yeah, all we can do is wait for this signal. So, yeah, I'll say once again, make sure you tune back in on Tuesday because I am going to try and get you some sim rail from what is hopefully a brand new station we'll hopefully have in our hands before then. I'm expecting it Saturday or Sunday. We have a flashing signal, so we can proceed at this point. So I do want to show you that new station in SimRail, the Railway Simulator, that is coming up on this channel. And I'm going to probably move into the new route next week, assuming everything comes out as scheduled. And once the new route comes out and I'm playing that new route, we're going to try to spend at least the first 3 scenarios on it. If everything goes smoothly, I might even do 4. And then I may go ahead and cut off at that point and save the other 3 for another time. I haven't decided yet. Once I know, I'll let you know. All I can say about that. Once I know what I'm going to do, I'll see at that point. Now, there is a possibility we could have more red signals up ahead, so we don't want to go too fast, but we want to go fast enough that we can make our timings. We only have 1 1/3 miles to go, so we do need to exceed 20 to do this. We will have to go in excess. 30 would let us clear it in about 2 minutes, so 25 is probably a good estimate. As you can see, I'm slightly over 25. As we go through Pompano Beach, Main 2 North, we have a whistle board. I'm going to turn on my lovely, lovely bell. And we're going to start blowing this whistle. No point penalties like in SimRail for those who may have caught those videos, little leggy as they might have been. Please stop crossing tracks now. I'm going too slow for this, as you can tell. One thing I can definitely say, ladies and gentlemen, the crossings work. The crossings definitely work. You did see some cars going over the track ahead of us, but we got in range. They came down. They definitely came down. Who's that? Don't know. Just some cars. Why are there cars stuck on the entry track? Oh, it's a buffer. Never mind. It's the end of a track. Okay, we're good. It's a siding. There is the actual entrance to the siding. A train will come out, grab those cars, and push them back in, I guess, or something like that. You can go off. I didn't see another whistle board, so I didn't warn about that one. Whoopsie. So I've been conditioned to think the next signal is going to be red. However, we are going to reach our timing in plenty of time. I can speed up a little bit now, I think. And you can see that that is our goal up ahead. That is actually an idle stock next to us, but that was our task that came up ahead, not the name of the train. And yeah, I do believe, like I said, that this is an idle stock. And if I look behind me, I can confirm that by hitting F6. Yeah, there's the task again. There's my timeliness bonus. We're good for that. At this point, I have a feeling I may have obtained some time to work with against this silver meteor. So we're going to look at our next task, which is now 5 miles away. Whoa. Okay, we're in trouble. Let's get some speed going here. We're going to need it now. We're going to need this time now. I don't think red signals are a concern anymore. Don't know what you guys think, but I don't think they're a concern anymore. So you can see this thing takes a while to get up to speed. So I'm going to be a little bit hard-pressed to meet my timing up ahead now. Both of them. Both of the timings. You can see that we have to get there at 9:15 for this one. We should be okay, I think, for this one. But for the one that's another 10 miles away, we have to be there in 14 minutes. And this silver meteor could be making stops along the way. So we might still have signals for this silver meteor's stops. However, I think for the next one, we're going to be okay. If we peek ahead at the signal, I think I can see a green in the distance there. Or is that a red? That could be a red. Well, it is a red on the bottom anyway, but it looks like a green over red. So we should have 2 signals clear ahead of us now. As a result, I'm no longer going to be zooming in so much on the signals. We're going to go ahead and enjoy the nice view from the cab. I didn't see a crossing indicator. I was watching for it, but I didn't see it. So now we're going to regain some time on our ETA that is already showing to be late. Probably because it is. By the way, we did pass the green sign of freedom back there, but unfortunately we're already at our freedom speed, so there's nothing we can do. Hello, passengers. I am not your train. Also, since we are close to 60 miles per hour, I'm pretty certain at this point we're not going to have a problem with getting to our waypoint, because the ETAs on these waypoints is usually very, very iffy. I mean, we're within 2 miles. We're going to make our waypoint. Let's just be honest. There it is right there, in fact. We already know that signal is going to be a not red. That is from the previous signal indication we had to work with. And I'm going to go ahead and let my train gain a little speed here and get pulled by the rail cars behind it again, as I now will fight to gain a little speed again. And a little more. There we go. I'm missing all the whistle boards, guys. It's like I'm in SimRail. I'm just not getting penalized. I can't tell which ones are whistle boards now. So technically we would be considered late at this point in all circumstances, so to speak. But in this game, sometimes you can get away with the full minute beyond the minute you're supposed to stop. And that is what I'm going to hope happens here, because if it doesn't, well, I won't be happy. I remain happy. Yellow. So we're going to keep in mind that we could have a red signal up ahead. I don't want to waste my air brakes yet, so I'm going to bring them on as we get closer to the signal. If you want to know what's going on up ahead, I will show you what's going on up ahead, because we know we are following the silver meteor. In fact, that's not it. We know we are following the silver meteor, who is right there. We are in the blue back here. That's where we are. We are following that train. The signal will probably be clear for us, but we don't want to take that chance. So I'm going to go ahead and cheat, because I like to cheat. I'm going to take a little speed off this way. That does nothing. Well, this will be entertaining for the passengers here, won't it? Yeah, this will be amusing for everybody. I'm going to try something. I want to see if this brake actually does something on the... I'm going to go with the no. Let's actually put some brakes on. Until we know that we have a green signal up ahead, I think it's safer to go slower. Now the concern I have is we have to be at our final destination 8 miles away, as if we were going 60 miles an hour the whole way, and we only have 4 minutes to work with. So that is my concern right now. I'm going to leave myself around the 30s right now, until I see otherwise. That will chop one of those 4 minutes off, but it also gives me the opportunity to stop if I need to. As you can see, I've resumed a zoomed-in stance here. I mean, serious, this Amtrak should be going 80. Why are we slowing down behind it? So we have a yellow up ahead. I can go ahead and re-increase my speed a little bit. So I know that we're good in terms of our distance from the train right now. I might gamble and stay around 40 or 45 for a little while here. Because I have a feeling the slowdown I made is going to be enough to have the Amtrak get away from us. Unless there's another stop it makes up ahead. Which is possible. So we are yellow over red. We must expect a red at the next signal. So I'll limit myself to 40. Ish. I kind of got pushed forward there. We don't have any signals coming up immediately, so let's just zoom back out a little bit. So you get to see the normal cab view, and as we get closer to the signal, we will zoom back in and take another look. I am missing all the whistle boards, guys. They're all over the place down here. I'm just missing them. That whistle board's for the other direction. You know, the one we missed. Airplane! Woohoo! The other fun mode of transportation to play with in these games. So I see a signal now approaching 7/10 of a mile away. Or actually a little less than 7/10 as I said that. Now coming up on 6/10 of a mile away. Another airplane. Wow, they taxi in very quickly here, don't they? Like an endless loop here. There's a train here. That's a Rock Empties. Excellent. Is that a non-red? I believe that is a non-red. I believe I'm in good shape right now. Okay, something just wiggled there. I don't like that. Is there a problem with that track? That is a green. That is not simply just a non-red. That is a green. We can go back up to line speed, ladies and gentlemen. So let's do it. I think another airplane just passed over. And some airports, they will bring the airplanes in that quickly. Maybe not that quickly, but still very quickly, one at like a minute or two apart. I was watching my mother's flight come in at Toronto when she was on a trip to... Actually, went on 2 different trips. But on one of her trips, she came back, and I was watching her plane coming in to land, and I just watched plane after plane coming into the runway as I waited for hers to show up, and they were all just going in like a minute or two apart. And it's like they just have the faith that that pilot's, that airplane just out of midair. They just have the faith that pilot's going to be out of the way, and they're going to be able to make their landing absolutely no problem. So there's a lot of faith in that, but to pull that many landings off in a day in a place like Toronto Pearson, you have to be able to do that. So those busy airports, they do, like the dispatches at those airports, you think train dispatching is easy. Try going into plane dispatching. It is a lot of flights you have to keep track of and give directions to all at the same time, and they're landing a minute or two apart. And your job is to get them all in. That is an amazingly tough job. Because if you screw up, you can be putting 200 people on the ground and killing them in a crash landing. And that's a responsibility no one wants. And those that unfortunately lose a flight like that where it's their fault, it affects them for the rest of their lives. They can't work in that industry again because they don't feel they can safely do so. So we can have fun with our games, but we have to remember it is a serious job. So looking at the ahead, we have 4 miles to go to Delray Beach Industry. There's a possibility of a red signal up ahead, so I've gone ahead and brought my speed down in preparation for that. I'm going to keep my speed around here for now. I'm going to zoom in for the next signal. I am a little concerned I'm coming in too slowly at this point for my final stop. And again, it is a stop. It is not a go via. It is a stop. So I do have concerns I need to keep my speed coming up. If I look ahead, it looks like I might have a clear signal up ahead. As we come up to Boca Raton, you can see that on the HUD. You can see it on the sign we just saw on the station. We definitively have a go signal here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my speed back up. I think because we have a green signal, we are clear for the remaining 3-4 miles here. And I think all we're going to have to worry about is maybe a speed reduction as we get to Delray Beach Industry. That's all we're going to have to deal with, if anything. We are within 3 miles, so we don't necessarily have to go the speed limit, but knowing there could be a speed drop up ahead, I'm going to say we do. Dispatch to 7767. I need you off the main line. You will be routed in Delray Beach Industry. Well, now you tell us. We already figured that out. Here, the 55 is coming up ahead here. That is immediately being followed by another 60. That's somewhat irrelevant to us because we're going to be getting off the main line, but we do still have the ability to use these speeds for the time being. That means 55 will be our limit. The 60, meanwhile, is kind of useless to us. We're 2 miles away from Delray Beach Industry. There is the predicted 15. That was what I expected. There's our stop point. That was a red over yellow. That scared me for a second that I was passing a red signal. But no, it meant I'm taking the third line past that signal. Since there is no other signal for me, that means I'm going to be taking another line when I get to it from this line. I'm going to be taking the tertiary line. Remember the 15 is up ahead. I need to start braking for that. I don't have the exact brake point figured out, but knowing I'm about a mile away from the entrance to our section, I think I'm good to slow down a little bit. And I'm going to start doing so. I might need to increase the power of that brake. Yeah, I'm increasing the power of that brake. This is starting to worry me a little bit, guys. I'm ready to provide boost here if I need to, and I'm going to do it. Get that speed down as quick as I can. Can I do it? This is tight, guys. I'm gonna do it. We're good. Brakes are off. Now the cars are trying to pull me back, of course. Oh, I'm going reverse. No, no, no. Don't go in reverse. What am I doing? That is a very, very negative, needless to say. Back up to 50 and get to our stop quickly. I might be stopping at the entrance to the area. I'm not going to be pulling all the way in because I no longer have the time. Because I was being cautious for the signals, I did not have proper time management for that reason. So, but again, I was doing it safely. I don't mind doing it safely. Is the back of my train at least in? Back of my train should hopefully be off the main line when I finish this, but we might be pushing it. Oh, we're going to get off. We're fine. I think we're fine. We're in the section. Yeah, we can brake. We're good. We are off the main line. Let's get this puppy stopped, please. Don't make me late because you don't want to stop completely. I think we're good. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the scenario as we finish and see just how good we are. It's not perfect, but nothing ever is in railroading, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll just leave it at that. We're got a little bit of a curve there. We could have pulled ahead a little more. We would have been probably fully straight, but you know what? It's fine. We made our stop, and it can be assumed the guy's going to pull up who takes over. So you complete your stop at Delray to allow high priority passenger services to pass before continuing north. Good job. Thank you very much. I wish there was a passenger service just followed behind at this point. I really wish there was. That would have made for a splendid finish. Would have been splendid. But you know what? We'll take what we get. Let's look at our final scoring results as we move forward. There it is. We did finish within the 1 minute period, or at least the 30 seconds following our scheduled stop. We did not enter the next minute, and we were considered on time. So I like when that works. So all points gained, that's 7,000 points now earned in these scenarios, and I have a nice experience total right now, 177770. I should be noting, by the way, that these scenarios I did do in advance, which you're going to see at later time, are going to show lower experience totals. So again, it doesn't mean anything. Just for those of you who are paying attention to continuity, I did do some stuff in advance, and I'm not even done all that yet. More is going to be done that is going to build onto this total. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm going to say in regards to that right now. But in the meantime, yeah, we have one more Silver Star service to deal with on this route. We're not doing it next time, though. As you may have heard me say a couple times in the last couple videos, we're just doing these two scenarios right now, and I'm going to move straight into a lovely scenario, or not a lovely scenario, but a lovely new station at Sosnowiec Polinuvi. I believe that's the next station we're getting. I've already been taking some video inside that station in SimRail. I'm looking forward to showing you that station. I think we're going to be getting it tomorrow. And I need to make sure I can get a session with it. So I am trying to get onto it and to get you a video hopefully by Tuesday. If I can't get it by Tuesday, I may have to push it to Wednesday. I don't want to because I also have a brand new route to publish starting then. But it also gives me more time to edit. So it might be Tuesday. It might be Wednesday. Keep it on my channel. Subscribe to know when I post it. And of course, I like this video as well to show that you like what I'm doing here as well. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, evening, or night, whatever it is for your part of the world. I will see you next time for more Train Sim Classic. When we do come back to Train Sim Classic, it'll be on a new route from Nuremberg to Bayreuth. Nice, I think about an hour-long journey in Germany. I think it might go to Austria as well. I have to look up exactly where Bayreuth is. But, yeah, I know Nuremberg is definitely in Germany, and I think that's deep in Germany. I think that actually is all in Germany. So we'll see that next time. I'm curious to see what that route's going to have to offer. And that's all I can really say about that. So see you for that on, could be Thursday, could be Friday. I don't know yet. We'll figure out how that works out. But stay tuned for the Sosnowiec Polinuvi or whatever new station we get to try out on Wednesday. I didn't show you the DGW because I didn't like the way that one was playing, and I think there's still bugs with it, so I'm kind of holding off on that one. But I do want to try and get you Sosnowiec Polinuvi because I'm excited about working on that one. And I want to show you how that one should be played. So, yeah, we will do that. See you for that. I'm Cyclone. Bye-bye.